In the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, nestled between the sun-drenched shores of Florida, the idyllic island of Bermuda, and the vibrant coast of Puerto Rico, lies a region that has become a graveyard of ships and a tomb for aircraft. It is a place that has baffled our most brilliant scientists, terrified seasoned sailors with tales whispered in hushed tones, and captivated the imagination of the world for generations. This is a realm where the ordinary rules of physics and reason seem to dissolve into the churning sapphire blue waters. They call it the Bermuda Triangle, or more ominously, the Devil's Triangle. It is a place where logic fails and reality bends into terrifying new shapes. Compasses spin wildly, communication systems inexplicably die, and clear skies can erupt into violent localized storms without warning. The official records are chilling. Over 1,000 ships and planes carrying tens of thousands of souls have vanished without a trace. No wreckage, no distress calls, no survivors. From massive naval vessels like the USS Cyclops to an entire squadron of Navy bombers known as Flight 19, they were simply swallowed by the sea and sky. For every scientific theory proposed, rogue waves of immense power, sudden eruptions of methane gas from the seabed, or extreme magnetic anomalies, there is a counter-narrative steeped in the fantastic. Whispers of alien abductions, time-bending portals to other dimensions, and even remnants of advanced Atlantean technology persist. Tonight, we dive deep into the abyss of one of Earth's greatest and most enduring mysteries. We will sift through the evidence, dissect the legends, and confront the chilling possibilities. What you are about to discover will challenge everything you thought you knew about our world and the dark, uncharted corners that still lie hidden within it. It was a clear afternoon on December 5, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers, a group of trainees known as Flight 19, lifted off from their base in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Their mission was simple: a routine 2-hour navigation exercise over the Atlantic, a triangular path they'd flown many times before. The weather was perfect. The pilots, led by the experienced Lieutenant Charles Taylor, were confident. They were scheduled to be back for dinner. They never returned. Hours into the flight, the control tower picked up a disturbing transmission. It was Lieutenant Taylor, his voice laced with confusion. "Both my compasses are out," he reported. "I am trying to find Fort Lauderdale. I'm over land, but it's broken." He was convinced he was over the Florida Keys, but radio triangulation placed him hundreds of miles off course, deep in the Atlantic. His final chilling words painted a grim picture. "We are entering white water. We're completely lost." 14 men had vanished. But the tragedy didn't end there. A Martin Mariner rescue plane with a 13-man crew was dispatched to search for them. It, too, disappeared from radar without a trace. In a single day, 27 men and 6 aircraft were swallowed by the sea. The ensuing search was one of the largest in naval history. They found nothing: no wreckage, no bodies, no explanation. Flight 19 became the Triangle's most famous legend, but it was far from the first or the last. The USS Cyclops, a colossal Navy vessel with 306 souls aboard, vanished in 1918 without a distress call. The SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a 500-foot tanker, disappeared in 1963, and in 1967, the cabin cruiser Witchcraft radioed for a tow just 1 mile from shore. When help arrived 19 minutes later, the sea was empty. Each disappearance is a chilling puzzle. These weren't novice sailors in rickety boats, they were experienced captains and pilots with modern equipment, often in calm seas. The most terrifying element is the silence. The sudden, inexplicable halt of communication, as if they were simply plucked from our reality. The few who have navigated these waters and lived to tell the tale speak of bizarre phenomena that defy rational explanation. They describe a strange, disorienting, electronic fog that engulfs their vessels, causing instruments to fail and compasses to spin wildly. They report a loss of time, a warping of space, and a profound sense that the laws of physics no longer apply. To unravel the enigma of the Bermuda Triangle, we must venture into the realm of theory, where science, speculation, and conspiracy collide. The explanations proposed are often as bewildering as the disappearances themselves. Theory 1: Magnetic anomalies. Our planet has 2 norths: true north, the fixed point of Earth's axis, and magnetic north, a shifting point of geomagnetic force that our compasses follow. The Bermuda Triangle is one of only 2 places on Earth where these 2 forces can align, creating what is known as an agonic line. For centuries, this alignment made the area a navigator's dream. But this line isn't static, it drifts. And some researchers believe that the complex geology of the seafloor beneath the triangle creates intense, localized magnetic fluctuations along this line. For a vessel relying on magnetic instruments, the result could be catastrophic navigational chaos. Pilots have reported compasses spinning uselessly, as if possessed, but the phenomenon may go beyond simple magnetic deviation. Many accounts, including from the infamous Flight 19, speak of an electronic fog, a strange yellowish-gray haze that seems to materialize from nowhere, engulfing ships and planes. Within this fog, electronic systems are reported to fail completely. GPS goes dark. Radios emit only static. It's a total sensory blackout, leaving crews utterly blind and lost in the heart of the ocean. While modern craft have backup systems, could these magnetic storms be powerful enough to overwhelm even our most advanced technology? Theory 2, methane hydrate eruptions. Beneath the immense pressure of the ocean floor lie vast, frozen deposits of methane gas, often called fire ice. These methane hydrates are stable, but only under specific conditions of high pressure and low temperature. A slight warming of the ocean currents, or a subterranean tremor, could be enough to trigger a catastrophic release. The solid hydrates would sublimate directly into gas, erupting from the seabed in a colossal blowout. For any ship directly above such an event, the outcome would be instantaneous and fatal. A vessel floats by displacing water, but if that water is suddenly filled with gas bubbles, its density plummets. The ship would lose all buoyancy in a matter of seconds, dropping like a stone into the churning abyss, with no time to even send a distress call. It wouldn't sink, it would be swallowed whole. The danger wouldn't end at the surface. This massive, invisible cloud of methane gas, lighter than air, would continue to rise into the atmosphere. An aircraft flying through it would find its engines starved of the oxygen needed for combustion, causing them to stall and fail. A single spark from the failing engines could ignite the entire cloud in a massive fireball. Scientists have indeed discovered enormous craters on the seafloor in this region, evidence that such blowouts have occurred. The question isn't if it's possible, but if one has ever perfectly coincided with the path of a doomed vessel. Our third theory steps beyond the known laws of physics. What if the Bermuda Triangle isn't just a place on a map, but a tear in the very fabric of reality? Theory 3, temporal and spatial anomalies. Some researchers and experiencers believe the triangle is a unique convergence point, a natural wormhole, or a gateway to other dimensions or times. Survivors of strange encounters in the triangle often report bizarre perceptions of time. Minutes stretch into hours, or hours compress into minutes. Instruments show impossible readings. The most famous account comes from pilot Bruce Gernon. In 1970, he claims he flew into a bizarre tunnel-shaped cloud that seemed to form around his plane. Inside this vortex, he saw swirling lines of light and felt a sense of weightlessness. After exiting what he called a time tunnel, he found he had traveled 100 miles in just 3 minutes, an impossible feat for his aircraft. He arrived at his destination a full 30 minutes early, an event confirmed by air traffic control. Did Gernon and his passengers somehow jump forward in time and space? This theory, while the most speculative, is for some the only one that accounts for the truly inexplicable elements of the legend: the electronic fog, the time slips, and the vessels that vanish from radar as if they never existed. Finally, we turn from the paranormal to the political. Theory 4, military cover-up. It is not a secret that the Bermuda Triangle is home to some of the U.S. military's most sensitive testing grounds. Chief among them is AUTEC, the Atlantic Undersea Test and Evaluation Center, a top-secret naval base in the Bahamas known as the Navy's Area 51. Here, in the deep, quiet waters, the military tests its most advanced submarines, sonar systems, torpedoes, and rumored, more exotic technologies. This theory suggests the disappearances are not mysterious at all, but tragic accidents shrouded in secrecy. Could a civilian aircraft, slightly off course, have been mistaken for a target drone during a live fire exercise? Could a yacht have strayed into the path of an experimental electromagnetic weapon test, one capable of instantly disabling all its systems? The motive for a cover-up would be immense: to protect state secrets, avoid international incidents, and prevent public panic. In this chilling scenario, the story fed to the public would be one of mystery, of a vessel lost at sea. The truth would be buried in a classified file, and the Bermuda Triangle's legend would serve as the perfect cover. The disappearances, then, are not the result of supernatural forces, but of human technology and the cold calculus of national security. Despite decades of investigation, the Bermuda Triangle guards its secrets jealously. Is it science we don't yet understand, or something far more sinister? The triangle continues to claim victims, and with each disappearance, the mystery deepens. Some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. The question is, are you brave enough to enter these waters and find out for yourself? The truth is out there, waiting in the depths. What will you discover next?